In this tutorial, we're going to recreate that classic hard electro bass, dirty electro house bass, especially popular in the 2008 to 2013 era from a lot of Russian electro house producers like Fastfoot, DJ Solovey, Stream Dance Project, Cool Project, and many others in Brazil also, namely Darth Vader, acts like Lazy Rich, Porter Robinson, and many others. This is a free download, guys, in the video description. If you guys are enjoying these quick videos, remember to smash up the like button and let's play it back. Tone 2 Gladiator is responsible for all the sounds. We're using the same lead, but multiple different basses. Let's listen to some of these basses just on their own. So some thinner basses, some a little bit more low end, some really animating. And that's the power of Gladiator. Gladiator can allow you to quickly get amazing results. There's randomizers for the oscillators. There's randomizers for the entire synthesizer. You can copy one oscillator to the other. That deserves its own video. And this is responsible for incredible sound and is the secret weapon for many producers. So that's the basic sound. Now let's go ahead and change some of these. So what I'm gonna do first is, often I remember adding filter bright. We're gonna go ahead to the distortion field here, Bitcrush. Great, we're already getting there. Let's bring down the octave. Let's change the filter type to LP30 dB fat. Add some of that resonance. Now, the secret sauce is the combining and the modulators. The reason why is because each one you can control individually. I'm gonna turn on retrigger. Now, the mods are different from what you typically see in a normal synthesizer. It can add some crazy sound, and what it can do can completely manipulate the sound. It can make it more formant. It can make it more thin and metallic. And then you have the phase mod, which can add more granularity, can add more static smear, can really totally change the way the sound looks sonically. Let's change this phase mod to static smear. Does that sound familiar? On the effects rack, I just added Fruity Blood Overdrive. Let's go ahead and crank up the color. Turn on the 100x. Bring this up a little bit. Maybe add a little bit of a release. Often with that Russian electro, you'd hear a lot of plucky sounds. Sometimes a sustained bass, sometimes quick, fast bass. So giving a little bit of release will allow us to use it for both purposes. A sustained bass, but also a quick for like a pluck type of sound. We can also do combine. Now combine takes this wave and does whatever you want. It can be additive. It can be 1 plus 2. It can be just 2. If I do 1 plus 2, it'll be this wave plus this wave. So then you can go through different waves and see how that sounds. When I hold the note, it's doing this animation here, and this morph mode, all of this, explore this, it's incredible because you can really get movement with your sound, not just that instantaneous moment. I'm gonna go ahead and add some sidechain, just a little basic kickstart. I'm gonna also add just a little bit of sausage, just tiny bit, just as like a limiter, even though Blood Overdrive also limits. And let's get cracking. Let's go ahead and just make a quick melody. Let's play that back with the kick and the snare. It sounded pretty good already, right? You can get quick results. And the beauty is here. I really want to focus on this, the randomization. Because right now, we're only hearing oscillator 1 and 2. This is oscillator 1 and 2. This is oscillator 3 and 4. This is oscillator 5, or the sample or noise oscillator. I can take this, copy and paste it here, or I can just keep randomizing and see what kind of effect I get combining them. Maybe I pitch it up 1 octave. The choice is yours. Let's see how this sounds randomizing. I kind of like this. It's adding this like evil cauldron type of effect. It's coming down, has this kind of breathing. Now, what else can we do with this? A little bit of polish. Well, if we're focused on electro bass, try out different quality modes. I noticed that the low end is usually a little bit better on the high end, but you'll get a little bit more of a static, smeary type of effect if you bring it on linear. So you can see how that became brighter, but the low end is more preserved. So again, experiment with quality. I would also come to the equalizer and adjust the high, mid, and low. So maybe we'll add a little bit of high. Let's see how much more Bitcrush we can add before it completely gets mangled. The rest is going to be up to you in terms of adding little components. Experiment with the different modes. So there's so many different modes that can yield such different results. You're going to get very different results based off of each individual module, which is great because when you're lacking inspiration to make a patch and you just want to be able to like boom, 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 land on something that sounds fire, I believe that Tone 2 Gladiator can help you get to that destination as fast as possible. You guys saw how quickly we just made this patch, and it's already sounding pretty cool, especially for that nostalgic Russian, Brazilian mono electro house bass. Now this is in mono mode. There are other modes also where you can do 2x stereo and you can spread the width. However, a word of warning, when you do that, it does tend to sound a little bit odd with the phasing. So make sure you're careful that it's not unstable. You listen in mono. There is a spirit mode that adds a little bit more of a fatness analog, pitching it differently. Let me know what you guys have done with this plugin. So that's a quick rundown of making some fast electro dirty bass fast, easily, and then all you need to do from here is tweak the EQ, tweak the cutoff filter, resonance, the distortion type. You can also add additional distortions with parallel mixing in the routing, and then just go into oscillator 1, 2, 3, and 4. The world is your oyster. Add some noise with oscillator 5. There's a huge list to choose from, and you can really sharpen and polish your electro bass. Then when you experiment with all these knobs, the mod and everything, you'll be surprised what sort of insane results you can get. So I really wanted to show you guys a quick taste test of how easy it is to make something fire in Tone 2 Gladiator, especially something that's electro house-esque, that dirty electro bass. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to smash up the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and that way you're alerted of the daily uploads, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.